Guess what? We're fostering another Greyhound. Yay! This is the 7th Greyhound that we have fostered through royalhounds.org. We started with Cecil, then we had Aries, then Manny, then Ralphie, then Lucky Charm, who is now Sydney, and then Backshot, who is now Lyndon, and now we have Winter. She is a 4-year-old black beauty. She is the best dog that I've ever met. Like, just hands, she's just a great, great, great dog. When Winter first got to the house, she was greeted by our small dogs and she immediately wanted to leave. She wanted nothing to do with the small, creepy dogs. But she came in, and usually on that first day, they're kind of panting and pacing a little bit. You know, they've never been in a house before. So she was kind of getting to know her surroundings, and it took her a while before she finally allowed herself to settle down. But she did, and ever since, after those maybe first couple days of just getting to know us, she's been doing great. I had to help her up the stairs when it was bedtime. She did not know what to do with those things. So I literally had to move every single leg one at a time up the stairs, and we did that for a few nights before she started getting the hang of that. I have just been living it up with her. We have been taking morning walks. She literally goes for a walk and then sleeps all day long. I can't stress that enough about Greyhounds, who get a bad rep for somehow being these hyper dogs because they've raced and they're fast. And true, they are very fast, but they're sleepy. And when I walk with her on a leash, she is just so docile and perfect. Like, she's literally just stands right at my side, and then she'll come in for a little pet, just a little reassurance that I'm still there. She's just so loving. You guys will love this dog. She's like a therapy dog. Now, there are a few reasons why I foster Greyhounds and do not adopt them. One of them is because I just want to do a nice thing. I want to provide a loving transition home for a Greyhound that would otherwise be stuck out in Colorado or Florida or wherever they are on their journey. I want to give them a home and help them on to find their forever home. Number 2, my husband does not want a Greyhound. He thinks they're too big. He likes small dogs. And we already have 2 dogs. We have a full house, so he doesn't want one. And number 3, my husband is allowing me to foster Greyhounds with the understanding that I'm not gonna push to adopt them. He wants me to be able to do what I love to do, but he doesn't want me to put him in the position of like begging for a Greyhound. Up until now, I really have not begged for a Greyhound. And then came Winter. This dog is perfect. There's no buts. I have nothing bad. She sheds a little bit more than the other Greyhounds, I suppose. Like, if I had to find a negative quality about this dog, I really can't. She's just that great. She goes straight into the crate. You don't even have to ask her. You shut it. She sleeps there all night until you wake up and decide to let her out. She never whimpers or she's perfection. I actually broke my own rule and started kind of begging to keep Winter as my own. I just feel like, and even Pat has agreed that she will set the golden standard for all future Greyhounds. If and when we ever decide to adopt, she is what we will compare a Greyhound to. They have to be like Winter. So I'm like, well, then let's just adopt her. She's here now. The golden standard is in the house. Don't let her go. But even I can feel there's just too many bodies in the house. We're going to Hawaii for 2 weeks for a family reunion in June, and it's expensive for our 2 dogs to be watched. Adding a 3rd to that, and also I just feel like she's new to the family. I should be home with her every day. Like, I don't know. It's just a bad timing. So I'm gonna be strong, and I'm gonna let Winter go. And she will forever be the dog that got away. She will always, it's gonna be hard, but I have to let her go. And in so doing, I leave my house open to future fosters. If I adopted Winter, we would be too full. I would not be able to foster another Greyhound. This is a tough one. This is the toughest Greyhound that I've ever had to say goodbye to, and it's been hard to say goodbye to all of them. Luckily, some of them are already spoken for. Like, literally, the moment they get to my house, they already have an adoption pending. So I can't get too attached to them. They're not mine. The fact that Winter is still adoptable just kind of like drives, like, please someone come adopt her so that I will stop getting so attached to her. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep her forever. Have you ever thought about fostering a dog? It's a wonderful thing. It makes you feel good. You're doing I mean, it's a little bit hard, sure, but it's worth it in the end. Look at all the dogs that I've gotten to meet. I wouldn't be able to meet any of the dogs that we fostered if I had adopted the first one that we fostered. So it really is a good thing at the end of the day. Support your local Greyhound groups. Ours is royalhounds.org. If you are in the area and you want a Greyhound, I recommend check them out. Yeah. Tell me about your dog in the comments. Where did your dog come from? Have a good day.